Okay, as usual, I'm not going to bore you guys with the details of me getting the boat ready. It takes about an hour. There are storm clouds forming over the land off my port beam that have me a little concerned. There are storms rising up from the warm waters coming off the island. I'm only going about 4 miles today, but I have to tack, so it'll be probably a 10-mile sail to tack out and then tack back in. I'll probably be out there sailing alone for, I don't know, 2 hours or so. So you guys just sit tight, have faith. In an hour I'll have us ready to go with some boat magic. I have almost brought up about half of my chain so far. The engine isn't on yet. When I get to about a 2-to-1 scope, then I'll turn on the engine, because once the anchor begins to lift off bottom, the boat will drag away and things are going to start happening in a hurry. Sorry I can't film it for you. Okie dokie, we have instruments on, engine on. This very reliable old girl, yes you are, starts right away every time. Engine at idle and 2-to-1 scope in the chain. Let's lift the anchor and start drifting away. Okie dokie, here we go, anchor up, and we are now motoring out. Autopilot's doing the steering, and once we get to clear waters, I'm going to raise single reef in the main, and I'm only going to throw out about 80 or 90% of the Jenny. The wind is only 10 knots, but there are very big, sharp storms lifting up off Grenada behind me right now, so I need to be careful about how much sail I put out. I just passed out up on the deck. I finished. Oh my head. I finished getting the mainsail raised, and I don't feel good. And I went to deal with my reefing lines to secure it. I've decided to run full main, and I didn't make it back to the cockpit. I collapsed on the deck. Oh fuck. But I got water. I just gotta get my blood pressure back, and then we can figure out with the thinker what to do next. Oh Lord. Okie dokie. We're fine, like we're 8 over 1.3, but if you look at our wind angle, it's okay. Like it's kind of just a bit ahead of the beam. So the engine's been in neutral. We can go ahead and kill it now. Good girl, you are such a good girl. Look at you holding temperature for mom. You're a good girl. The next thing I have to do is pull out my Jenny, which is where my power will come from in these light winds. But, you know, the extreme physical exertion and the heat that it takes to solo sail a race boat is very hard for my heart condition. So I have to balance my heart rate, my blood pressure, my body temperature against what needs to be done. Right now, we're moving along fine. We're going at 1 knot, but who cares? We're safe. We've got lots of water. Like clear room to move. We have sea room, I guess we call it. So now I can go more slowly to do things and regulate myself more carefully. Let's try not to faint anymore, right? I know that it's a little bit of a balance between crazy and brave for a girl with a heart condition to be sailing alone. I know the risk of me passing out while sailing is really high because it happens almost every single time I sail. I'm not a moron, like I do wear my life jacket all the time. I have an EPIRB and a personal locator beacon on my life jacket at all times. I do tether in as much as I can, but I cannot tether when I need to run up on deck and back and forth between the helm and the deck. There's just no way for me to tether and do that. So I always try to raise sails in the protection of a bay, and then when I'm offshore I can sit behind the helm and stay on a tether. Scary stuff. As sailors, we can't see these guys till the last minute. Almost ran this guy over. Secret Harbor. Hog Island. Woburn Bay. Just to give you an idea, the horizon is level in this picture. Okay, I couldn't show it, but as I got out here, it is rougher than forecast. My winds are up around 19 knots and I had too much Jenny. Wildchild's going like straight up wind. We're 19 over 5 now, full main, and I'm down to about 70% Jenny. She's a beast, like she goes. But I got these storms rolling off Grenada behind the camera and they bring unstable winds. The good news is we are pointing pretty east, like our course over ground is 129 degrees, so that's pretty close to east. So we're making our easting, and Wildchild is laying on her side. As you can see, that's supposed to be level looking at the horizon, and we're looking straight down. And that's supposed to be looking straight across, and you can see nothing but clouds. Wildchild's on her side. She's doing it like she does. 21 over 5.6. Yeah, I'm glad I reefed the Jenny. I really shouldn't have gone full main. That was a mistake. I got fooled by the 5 knots of wind in the bay to think it would be calmer today than it actually is, and the forecast lied to me and said gusting to 10. 8 knots gusting to 12, and that's not what we're getting at all. Like, it's white capping pretty hard out here. The camera is level to the horizon. This is how much Wildchild lays on her side. Okay, well, I'm not afraid to say when I've made mistakes. I decided when I was in Prickly Bay raising my sails, because the wind was 5 knots, the forecast was up to 12. Oop. Shit. Accidental tack. Gotta fight an accidental tack. Wind shift. Big wind shift. That was close. There you go. You guys just saw me react on camera to a 30-degree shift in wind. 40-degree shift in wind. 40-degree wind shift. That was close. Oh, I think the rain is coming. I might tack now. There might be rain coming. I think I got a tack. I ran with full main. It was a mistake. I should have kept the first reef in and maybe the second. I got wind sustained over 20. This is sporty, people. Yeah, I got a storm coming. I'm gonna tack and head towards shore to try to get behind it. I can't film. Bye, guys.
At the top of the program is now an academic.
Okay, it's sporty as heck, but I just made my tack, and the wind has really shifted as the storm is moving off to the storm is moving off to the south, so we're kind of behind it, and the wind has shifted as we've come in behind it. We've actually got good angle to enter Egmount, and now the winds are down below 20 again. But this definitely was sporty, and it was a mistake to go full main.
And it wasn't long before the US and the EU followed Britain in isolating Zimbabwe. It was all to do with...
Show you on film, but I just sailed the back edge of that storm, which is now brewing up thunder and lightning, and it's going that way away from me, and I kind of sailed around the back of it. That was sporty. Oh, that's lightning. That was lightning. Yeah, I just solo sailed for the last hour around a little tropical storm cell. You know, solo sailing, accidentally full main, my mistake. Winds up to 25 knots, wild child laying on her side, heeling, rail in the water, bam, slamming through it, water watching over the bow. I wasn't able to film very much of it for you because I had to pay close attention and stay busy. I'm now sort of coming in towards Egmount now, and I'm hopefully moving towards clearer skies. It's starting to rain, so I'm on the back of it, but the wind is down now to 10 knots, so we're calm again. The white capping is done, and hopefully we have a nice quiet entry into Calviny Bay, and we have a lovely time getting into Egmount. Who's your favorite wild child? Lexi! Well, Lexi, it seems that the jury's still out as to whether or not you're crazy or brave, but you are definitely a wild one, right? Using boat magic, I've got the mainsail down. I use the motor to come to wind, drop the main. I've got the engine off now, and we're gonna sail in on just a tiny little bit of Jenny because the wind's on the beam, so why not? Well, everybody, welcome to Egmount, or as I like to call it, the fishbowl. We should be safe here for the nasty storms that are gonna come over the next 5 or 6 days.